Okay, go right ahead. Tell us what your game is and what your name is.
Alright. I'm Patrick Pickens, and this is my untitled game about the seedy side of Washington legislation, lobbyists, and congressmen, and pretty much anyone that makes poor decisions in there. And this is the start screen. Okay. Pretty much this will follow your mouse over these three instructions, so let's go into it.
And what is that little icon there?
It's a copy of the Constitution. So let's go to instructions. And the icon will immediately go down to return. Those are the instructions. Look up is up, crouch is down, forward is towards or right, and back is left. Throw A is to throw a copy of the Constitution, and space is to jump. So let's return back to the start screen. And let's go to About. And pretty much that just explains who made it and everything. So let's return back to the start screen and start the game. Opening title. This is where I will probably have the information about the levels, kind of a scrolling type Star Wars deal. The first level will be about Jack Abramoff, who is a Washington lobbyist for the Marianas Islands for pretty much lower wages in the Marianas Islands than most areas in the world. And it'll take you to these levels, and I will show you the animation side of the characters. This is just level design real quick. So that is the reflecting pool, and trees behind it, stairs up to the Lincoln Memorial, in which the end of the level I might put a question and answer session with Lincoln's head or mouth moving, asking you questions about what you've learned about.
Okay. And we've got our characters over here. Now, are all of your stages going to take place in Washington?
Indeed. They will all take place on notable areas in Washington, like Congress.
So these were your characters?
Yes. This is the main character. He'll be throwing copies of the Constitution at the many enemies in the game. And here's the copy of the Constitution that he'll be throwing. In that animation, that's his just regular standing animation. That's his jumping, and that's his crouching. Now, on to the next enemy. These are the unpaid interns. This is their walking animation. This is their throwing, and they'll be throwing a pen since really they're unpaid. They can't afford much at all. And since they're unpaid, when you hit them with a copy of the Constitution, they just walk away. They don't need that much hassle for no pay. And finally, the boss, Jack Abramoff of this level, and probably there'll be a few more. This is his walking animation. He will throw a sewing machine, since in the Marianas Islands he helped lobby for a bunch of sweatshops. And finally, after you defeat him, he'll kind of drop to his knees and kind of see the light. And then he'll probably be taken away since he's already in jail, but that's beside the point. And
yeah, and if for some reason you die...
Yep. And if you die, you'll be shown sucking up to whatever lobbyist or corrupt congressman in like a game of golf or something, since it seems like in Washington, if you can't get your way, you just follow others.